Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show. He's on the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Well, I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room. I'm gonna fuck that horse. Good afternoon, Bakers. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Oh my God, BBD just made a giant passing bomb. BBD.
Amari Stoudemire has agreed to be an assistant coach for Steve Nash and the Nets.
Wow. Breaking news off the top as myself and producer BBD come live from the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx. RSVLTS.com/Jomboy. Go get a Roosevelt shirt. How about that? Haven't mentioned that.
Plugging everybody today.
It's a plug day. Plug me up. Whoa. Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, Bakers. And this is actually kind of a weekend episode. We're still feeling things out in this sports world, and we'll see how things are going to play out. We're getting to the end of baseball. We're traveling to the World Series tomorrow. Exciting. Going to be a crazy 24 hours or so for us until we get our feet in the Airbnb in Arlington, traveling with everybody and everything. Before that, we got some sports to get through, so I think we'll talk about the football game last night. We'll preview the World Series game a little bit, and we'll talk about this weekend's football, kind of what you guys can look out for. We'll place a couple fake bets. They'll probably be bad, but I would copy all of them and make a bunch of money. Problem solved. So, let's do it, BBD. Let's get into the game of the night last night, and there was one sports game, and we got some late sports updates that will give us a look into the future. NBA talking about their eye in their schedule. Mm-hmm. So we got some fun stuff coming up. But till then, the game of the night was the Thursday night football game in the NFC least. BBD's Giants versus the Philadelphia Beagles. Holy smokes. Eagles go up 7-0. Wentz touchdown run. You know, we're playing some ugly football. How about a Golden Tate touchdown pass, 39 yards? I'm in 5 fantasy football leagues. Just overdo it. When someone asks me before the year, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Except the Jomboy Media League. BBD didn't get invited. That's fine. I cut Golden Tate in 3 leagues right before this game. I was like, I'm done with him. Giants stink. So, of course, he scores a touchdown. It's 7s. Jake Elliott. Love a good Jake on this show. He puts Philly up with a field goal in the second quarter. It's 10-7 at the half. Giants, Wayne Gallman sighting. How about this? Wayne was looking decent for them. Wayne is fun out of Clemson. He scores on a 1-yard run. It's 14-10. G-Men extend it. 6 minutes left. Sterling Shepard's back. How about a little Shepherd's pie? He looked pretty good. He catches the touchdown pass. 21-10 with 6 minutes left. G-Men are about to be 2-5 and basically control their own destiny in this disaster of an NFC East. And oh no, BBD, they are the disaster. Eagles drive. Greg Ward, former Houston Cougars quarterback, catches a 3-yard touchdown pass. It's 21-16. And then BBD, oh no, the Giants can ice it. They've got the ball. The throw to Evan Engram, which I'm sure we're going to talk about him in a little bit, drops it right in the bucket to Engram. If he squeezes it, it's game over and a Giants win. Oh, no. Drops it right off the hands. They give the ball back to Philly. Philly drives down the field. Boston Scott, who was a big fantasy ad this week. Boston Scott. Also my short kick thick king, 5'6", 203. He catches the 18-yard pass from Wentz. Nice throw, nice catch. Eagles win 22-21. Disaster for the G-men. I'm trying to see what was their. It had an 85% win percentage. It felt higher than that. I mean, if Engram catches that, it's 100%. So that's one of the things it doesn't pick up. Giants lose. They drop to 1-6. Eagles go to 2-4-1, and they control their destiny in the NFC East now. So brutal. New episode of Talking Giants is out. Feel bad for Giants fans. You know, you can now point to this game. Wasn't there another one they kind of just straight up blew? I guess the Bears game, they kind of had a chance.
They've had
right?
a couple in the Niners game.
The Cowboys game.
They were on a potential game-winning drive in the pick.
Brutal.
The Cowboys game was winnable.
Brutal. How you doing, BBD?
Ooh.
Like, what's
See
up?
me a call from Jomboy. I don't know if I should be picking
Yeah,
that
pick
up.
up. See what he's got to say. See if he's got any takes for
Jimmy.
us.
Hey, you're live on Wake and Jake.
What's going on, man?
Well, you're not connected to anything, but I'm just talking to you on the show.
We've got Jomboy
Yep, Zach's here.
live on
Cool.
the mic.
Say it.
He's probably got something on his mind that he
Gonna
needs
call
to get
Zach.
out now, and he'll call Zach instead. So, I mean, are you still watching Giants games? What's the next move?
Oh, from here, I'm not prioritizing.
You're out,
it.
okay.
I mean, if I have a Sunday, then, like, yeah, that's the game I'll, like, watch
Yeah.
all of. But, like, I was talking to Pennick earlier in the week, and, like, is that like, I thought coming into this game, like, there's kind of no result that would have really upset me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you win, I guess we're trying. We're going
Right.
for it. We're going to see if we can sneak in there. And if you lose, whatever. I kind of thought it was going to be a tank season anyway, and they sort of accidentally were back in the picture after beating Washington. And turns out is a result that would make me upset. And
Yeah.
it was looking like you were a competent team and going to win the game, and then dropping the game-icing ball.
Yeah.
And losing in heartbreaking fashion. And you could see it coming a mile away.
It's sports, baby. That's
I
sports.
tweeted, like, this is about to be devastating, isn't it?
Right.
And people got kind of mad at me.
Yeah. You were right, BBD.
I was like, oh, I don't know. I just never expect the best.
For a reason.
It's crazy. For most of my life, the Giants, you've been able to, for the most part, expect the best.
Solid. Like, solid. And
They were never consistently disappointing except for the last, like, 5 years. So
It's just crazy, man. And the Engram drop looms so large. We'll talk about him more. The other highlight from this game
that was the other one.
was Danny Jones running down the field. Awesome run. I think they tracked him, and he's the fastest a QB's run since 2018. That includes Lamar Jackson. Pretty cool, Danny Jones. But
maybe a little too fast.
yeah, he trips himself up and stumbles, and now there's all the sniper gifs going around, which are a little fun. I like those.
And that play was fine because, one, it's fun. And they scored, like, 3 plays later, so.
Yeah, so it didn't end up hurting them.
It
but
didn't
it's
hurt
just-
them, but it, like,
It's just kind of the vibe.
yeah.
It's the vibe. If Danny Jones runs one from, was it 90 yards?
I think it would have been a 92-yard run, maybe.
Like, that's
Ended up an 80-yard run.
it's kind of impactful. Like, non-analytics, if Danny Jones runs one for 91, you feel like you're winning that game. So, tough loss for the Giants. Danny Jones, 20 for 30, 2 tutties, 1 pick, 187 yards. He's got the big rush. He
he's
fumbles at
fine.
the end, but I saw someone mention that in the chat. I mean, they were down a score with 40 seconds left.
You're
They're
just trying to go as long as you can.
looking for a miracle. So,
The
man.
fumbling thing is an issue. Did you see the GIF someone made of, like, the win projection chart?
yes, and he
then
trips down.
It's
Pretty
like,
good.
It lines up pretty well with that play, and it was really funny.
Good internet content.
The
So-
quickness they had of getting that out
good.
there.
It's well done.
It was very impressive. I need to find out of that guy's story.
What happened there?
How'd you get that done so quick?
Giants lose 21-22. Yeah, I was going to say Eagles win. Giants lose 21-22 to the Eagles. Eagles, I don't know. Carson Wentz, be a little better. I don't get it.
His
stat
first
line
half was really good.
His stat line ends up looking
Felt
pretty
good.
good, and, all the injuries, blah, 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 whatever. Over it. NFC East is
The
a
pick
mess.
he had was ugly.
NFC East is a mess. Good for them, I guess. All right, PPD. Let's check some boxes and then we'll go through the weekend slate a little bit. Shams just tweeted out, hit the passing button. Shams tweeted out the NBA is targeting December 22nd with a 72-game schedule. So for those wondering how this weird sports world is going to evolve, that's what it's looking like for the NBA. We'll see. I mean, still early. They didn't confirm or anything, but it makes sense. They love having Christmas Day. There's been rumors that they've wanted to start Christmas Day anyways, so that kind of makes a lot of sense. Are there takes from that, or is it just...
It's just I feel like the headlines leading up till now, it seemed like they were pretty down on getting anything before the New Year. And not that they're beating the New Year by much.
Yeah.
But it is a little surprising they're going to start then and still get 72 games in. You would think at that point you would do 60, 66, something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm
not
super lost in the NBA world, so I don't know if there's any behind-the-curtain stuff going on here. I mean, it makes sense that they'd go for, around Christmas time. Everyone's kind of expected that, but they have been negative about it, so that's interesting. And then, 72 games is a lot. So I wonder if that's if there's any negotiation stuff going on, or what's...
If I'm not mistaken, the other part of it is they were thinking they were going to wait till maybe February.
Right.
Because they're trying to wait on a vaccine and get fans in there.
Right.
And you might as well. What's really the difference for 2 more months if you can just get a couple more games with fans there? But I guess you can still... NFL and now MLB playoffs are showing us you can still do some 20% capacity stuff, and I don't know, hopefully.
Yeah, and I
slowly increase it.
I was listening to Woj. Was it Woj with Russillo?
Maybe.
Might have been your neighbor, your friend, BBD. And he was saying the NBA, if they can't get fans in the seats, he doesn't think they're playing. It was windy. It was Windhorst. Sorry, Woj. So we'll see. I don't know. Something to track. Again, it's just thrown out there. It's nothing official. They've got to be playing on Christmas Day.
Yeah, they must really want the day. They're seeing that now that it is down to just football again.
Yeah.
They might as well take advantage
Own it. That's kind of their day.
There. It's usually their day anyway.
Yeah.
And maybe they're figuring out that they won't be able to get as many fans in if they just wait till February, March or something, so they might as well just get games in.
Yeah, and I mean, stadiums are starting to let fans in.
Yeah.
Be
able to do some amount, depending on the state.
Quarter of the fans, who knows?
Basketball is all indoors, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, yeah, it depends
on
the state.
It's a weird balance. No, I feel like we still don't know anything about how anything works.
We know nothing. So, the basketball, that's kind of the update there. The other football thing that I just saw was... I think it was Stephen McClendon, or the Jets defensive tackle, who was told before the game he was getting traded, and then he still played 42% of the defensive stats. So imagine being a D lineman, throwing yourself into 300-pound humans every play, knowing that you're not a part of the team anymore. It's just... It's Jake's
football that wouldn't happen.
It's Jake's theory of organizations. It's top down, and the Jets are a disaster. And that leads us into the weekend a little bit, BBD.
We had Yannick Ngakoue traded again.
Yannick Ngakoue. The last year I really played Madden, I would use the Jaguars because they had a really good defense. Leonard Fournette power run game is my Madden game, and
you still have Allen Hurns.
My 3 defensive plays I ran. Ngakoue would get a ton of sacks, and they used to say his name really fun. So that's that Yannick Ngakoue. So that's the update. Traded again. Where's he going? He's going from Vikings to Baltimore.
Yeah, Vikings turned out to be bad. So
yeah.
Was he on last year of a contract or something? Did he get an extension? If he did, I'm kind of surprised they traded him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good for him. And that brings us to the football games this weekend, BBD. We'll go through it. I guess we'll give you guys some picks. Maybe we'll give fake takes, and if you like them, take them and make a ton of money off of them. Let's see. Let's just go down the list, BBD. Lions, Falcons. Falcons are trying to get it going without Dan Quinn, and they did. They won last week. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones looked really good last week. Atlanta hosting the Lions. I heard someone talking, I think it was Big Cat, saying that the Lions have an easy schedule coming up. This seems like a game the Lions find a way to lose. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a take.
Sort of how I was thinking, and the Falcons have the talent to... They've had the talent to get big leads all season.
Feels like a game you
And
can't...
new coaching.
This game was probably bad, but has some good red zone highlights.
Yeah.
That's my analytics. Browns, Bengals. Whew. Baker, are you healthy? Are you good? Couple questions there. Cleveland favored by 3.5 on the road. Joe Burrow show. We like Joe Burrow, right? Everyone still likes Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know a ton about him other than like he was good in college. I watched that a little bit. Number 1 pick stuff.
Steelers, Titans. That should be a good football game. They're both undefeated, right? Titans.
Yeah. This
That's
is like
good.
kind
Okay.
of the like best 1 o'clock game.
Yeah. Okay, Steelers, Titans. So get excited for that. Get excited for that. That's a good football game. Panthers, Saints. I think Saints are coming off a bye week in New Orleans. I'd assume they're going to roll. Bills, Jets. Oh, my God, the Jets, man. Bills are favored by 11.5 in the Meadowlands. Darnold coming back. Kind of. Is that good? I don't even know. Cowboys, Washington. That's kind of a stink ball. Let's see how the Cowboys find a way to lose that. Packers, Texans. Is that a fun game? No.
I think they think it's going to be fun because
Packers 3.5, yeah. I guess
the
Texans,
Texans have played better since losing their
without
bad
Bill
coaching.
O'Brien. Packers. That's a funny line. That's the smelly funny line of the week. Green Bay is favored by 3.5.
That's the sneaky one.
That's tough. Bucks, Raiders. That's kind of fun. Bucks, Raiders. I'm sure we'll get some of the old Super Bowl highlights. Sure. Tom Brady versus Vegas. Fun.
Gruden stuff.
Chiefs, Broncos. Chiefs are favored by a lot. And Mile High. We'll come around to that one. Niners, Pats. Is that fun? What's going on there, Jomboy?
First try.
Wow. Nice parallel park job.
There should be an app where you submit Proud Park jobs.
Jomboy, you start it. Start the Twitter account.
Proud Park jobs.
Proud Park Jobs.
Where'd you get the spot?
Jimmy O'Brien, you might know him on the internet as Jomboy. Put it in front of the camera. Let's get it. He's very proud of his parallel parking spot, as he should be.
First try.
We got it on there?
Yeah.
We're waiting for it to come up. So, yeah. So, that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
All right. We'll check in on him later. Niners, Pats, good coaches, kind of bad teams right now. Jags, Chargers, nobody's going to watch that. Nobody's going to watch that.
Herbert's kind of fun to watch, but not enough to watch him against the Jaguars.
Seahawks, Cards, Sunday Night Football. We'll save that. Or no, we won't save that. That's the Sunday Night Football game. That'll be fun. That'll be a shootout.
Yeah. Seahawks are the better team,
Yeah.
but the Cardinals are like fun and can like do stuff.
And like the game
It wouldn't shock you.
game means more to them than the Seahawks and Kyler versus Russ. I'm sure
They have
people,
comps.
NFL probably wants that to be a conversation. We'll say Bears, Rams. That's the Monday night game. Colts, Dolphins, Vikings, Ravens on a bye. BBD, what game jumps out to you? What game do you think the people should know about? Is it Steelers, Titans, more?
I think that's the one. I didn't realize like mentally because I know we talked about it last week, but the Titans still being undefeated.
Yeah.
It's like surprising.
It's impressive.
And
Yeah,
them and the
5-0.
Steelers both like good defenses and just like offenses that figure it out.
5-0 versus 5-0. That's cool. In Nash, Vegas, baby. That'll be a good time. Yeah, I'm trying to see what else jumps off the map to me. Cowboys, Washington might be one of those, like, watching a car accident.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, my God.
I'm surprised Washington's favored, even though the Cowboys do stink.
Yeah.
But Washington is just really bad and always finds ways to lose.
Bucks, Raiders, yeah, we couldn't find a line on this game. I don't know, is Brady or Carr questionable or something? That's the only reason that I would
Yeah, I have no idea if they're like supposed to be missing
I
somebody.
think Gronk might be questionable. I don't know.
I checked like two different sources. Not that I'm the best at finding these things.
So to me, BBD, the two things that jump out: Seahawks Cardinals Sunday night. That's fun. Flip between that and the World Series. Bucks Raiders has a chance, but Steelers Titans. That's going to be a good time. That's going to be a good time.
That's the number one.
Derrick Henry.
And Buccaneers Raiders will be pretty watchable.
That should be fun.
I think that's like the 4:25 slot, if I'm not mistaken. So like, there's like a good game each slot Sunday.
All right, BBD. I think I'm going instant picks. Just reeling them off. I am going Falcons -2.5. Bengals +3.5. Titans -1. Saints -7.5. I think they do that. Bills -11.5. Give me it. The Jets are a disaster. I don't care that Darnold's coming back. They are not going to cover until they fire Gase. Give me the Washington football team. I think Dallas is a mess right now. Give me the Texans versus the Packers. Smelly line. +3.5. Don't like it. Give me the Broncos covering against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs win easily, but I think the Broncos cover those 9.5 points. They're feeling pretty good about themselves.
Grab one at the end.
Yeah, they're a little backdoor action. Hump in there. Give me the Patriots -2. Give me the Jaguars +7.5, and give me the Seahawks. No, give me the Cardinals +3.5.
Ooh.
What do you got, BBD? Run it.
All right. The good thing is I don't remember most of the picks you just gave out, so I don't think I'll be copying you.
Perfect.
Give me Falcons -2.5.
Bang.
Browns -3.5 coming off the loss they had last week. They got embarrassed at the party. They want to beat up on the bad team.
I like that.
I kind of like the Steelers. That defense just feels like they always make a play.
Steelers, yeah.
I mean, they are a good defense in general, but they seem to also always make the play they need to, and they have the flashier offense, so they're a little more fun to watch. I think, Derrick Henry's fun.
He's good.
So, misspeaking a little.
He's
but I remembered you picking Titans, so it's also me just going against you on one.
Dude, follow your heart.
Steelers. I think Panthers cover against the Saints +7.5. No reason to ever pick the Jets, so Bills -11.5. Oh, Darnold coming back. Jets fans maybe want to watch it, but
Yeah, probably not.
Bucks Raiders no line. Give me Cowboys.
Okay.
I have
Dalton
less
show.
faith in Washington than ever before after finally watching a full game with them last
Sure.
week.
That's
They're
fair.
really bad. Packers to cover against the Texans. Rodgers, just banking on that, kind of.
Sure.
And then give me, where'd I leave off? Patriots to cover against the Niners because they stink. Not that the Patriots are great. I kind of want, Jags to cover
It's emotion.
because
It's
both teams are
raw.
kind of bad. That's a pretty big edge they're giving the Chargers. So let's go Jags. I'll take the Seahawks to cover because they have been possibly the best team in the NFL
good.
so far.
Russ is nasty.
And we're not doing anything with Bears-Rams. So
There you go. So that's free money for you guys. We'll get the analytics on those picks after the weekend, and we'll find out if we're good or terrible. I think the only one you missed, BBD, was Chiefs-Broncos.
Oh, you picked Broncos, so I'll just say Chiefs.
Okay.
And they are good, and I kind of like rooting for them.
Maybe
My
one of
grandma called Mahomes her favorite ball player last week.
Wow. Okay.
And in hindsight, I have noticed she has kind of specifically watched the Chiefs games.
Wow.
She never mentioned it until last week. But
Grandma BBD is a Mahomes fan.
yeah.
How about that? So that's huge. So the biggest takeaways, if you can find a way to watch that Steelers-Titans game, that's two of the best teams in the NFL right now. And, hey, that Sunday Night Football game. I think baseball's going on at the same time. Kind of stinks.
Yeah, we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday for
Oh,
baseball.
which means we'll get a bunch of Kyler Murray baseball references during the broadcast. So, pretty huge.
Baseball.
A-Rod's everywhere, man. He's got to chill out. So, that was a little football preview. Again, we'll be tightening it up and tidying it up as we figure out the rest of the sports season here on Wake and Jake. Tweeted us your picks. Tweet us, give us maybe that'll be a new thing. We'll have you guys tweet in your takes, and we'll get best football takes, silly or not silly. So
maybe that'll be Fridays moving forward. This is the last weekend of baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
right?
crazy. Last weekend of baseball. Okay, BBD, sad.
Baseball.
And I'm better. Let's get into the comments. Wake and Jake Bakers. Hey everyone. Thanks for sticking with us. I ask you guys pretty much every ep to bake the algorithm. Click like, leave a comment. Love the comments. Interact with us. Every like, every comment, every review adds up and helps out the Wake and Jake show. And during this part, we read some of the comments. And sometimes they're sports. Sometimes they're calling us sex symbols. Sometimes they could be literally anything that's a comment. BBD, a couple of the comments that jumped out. Crimson King said, personally, I want Randy Arozarena talk and how he has hit the most rookie postseason home runs. Love the show. Okay. Sure. We'll talk about the game coming up a little minute and what we're watching tonight. I had a fun shower thought this morning, BBD, and write this down in a fake way. Don't actually write it down. I think a fun conversation this offseason is who finishes the 2021 season as the best player on the Rays. Bullpen doesn't count. Because it's Arozarena, Lau, Meadows. Do they call up Wander Franco, the top prospect? And then if you count the starting pitchers too, I mean Snell and Glasnow. Maybe if Morton comes back. So like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I mean, I think a lot of people would pick Arozarena because he's had a huge postseason, but it's also been like 13 games.
I'm not sure how many guys he's faced twice.
It's nuts,
so.
yeah. So thank you for the Arozarena comment. We'll talk some World Series in a minute. Michelle said, "Go Cubs." Yeah, hell yeah. And my thought process, it's always ladies' night at Wake and Jake, so give Michelle a shout out. And J-Rob Central, Jake definitely hogs the mic at a karaoke bar. Not true. Not true. I mean, I share, I take my turns, I find my spots, I try to at least. I will say, maybe my best/worst karaoke story. Well, you guys will see in a second. One of my friend's significant others was doing a cross-country road trip, and she was going through Denver. And I had just been there for like a couple weeks, so I didn't know anything. And so she was like, yeah, me and my friend are going to be in town, and like this isn't going to be a big travel day for us, so we want to like go out and party. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. Love to party. Love to party. Didn't know anywhere in Denver yet. The only place I did know was a karaoke bar that me and former roommate Jeff used to go to. So we went there at 5 p.m., which is when they open. Armidas. Google it. They've got some line about being a karaoke bar in Denver. It was us four, me, ex-roommate Jeff, the cross-country buddies, and one wildly drunk homeless man just rotating in. And it was a good time. It was a good time. So, how about that? A little Jake story time sneaks in there. Good times. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your reviews. Thank you for your likes. Facebook crew, always killing it. Podcast app, love everyone. Love the Bakers.
Love you all.
Passing. Another passing bomb?
According to Woj, there hasn't been a final decision made, but in the current NBA schedule layout, that would start the 22nd, no All-Star game. So that would be like the big casualty.
That's the giveaway?
I guess that's how they get to the 70
games.
game mark.
You tell the player, yeah.
Don't get a full
the
week
players
off.
will be fine with that.
Yeah,
because they get
the good
more
players are the
games.
ones they care about, and they I don't think like going anyway.
More games, the more they get paid. Okay, cool. So,
or it's like the young guys who would have gotten to do like 3-point contests in the Rising Stars game more than the actual stars.
Over it.
I guess still do All-Star voting because
follow Kevin
kind of
Herter.
do care about that. I don't know.
Yankees fan Kevin Herter. Herter Hive.
Herder.
BBD, that brings us to the bro of the night, one of our fake final last segments of the show. I'm going high and tight today. Boston Scott catches the game-winning touchdown. He was a huge fantasy ad this week, and that's kind of what put me over the edge. I think that's pretty cool. Like, Boston Scott endeared himself to a lot of fans last night because he had a good game. And I think that's kind of funny. So he was a big fantasy ad. You catch the game-winning touchdown. You have a decent fantasy day. He's a short, thick king, 5'6", 203. Let's go. And that's all you need to get a bro of the night from me. So short and sweet, Boston Scott.
That catch was really cool.
It's good. Nice throw, nice catch.
Yeah, bro of the night, Evan Engram.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
I struggle to think of times it's been good with him and the Giants. Just needed to make like one goddamn catch and
Yeah.
ice the game, and the Giants are back in the division race and everything, and he dropped it.
Yeah.
Doesn't go well. He's been dropping balls his whole career.
Yeah.
Whoa. The like total drop numbers or that people are throwing around, he has like the most drops of any tight end over the years he's been in the NFL. And he's, I think, missed, like, over a dozen games in that time.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, you've missed...
Yeah. His
you've
drops per
missed,
game.
like, a season's worth of games and still lead in total drops. And I think it's not, like, it's not close.
And it sucks,
I didn't look at
man.
the actual rankings. But
I was giving the Giants some guff, and the whole internet was giving Jason Garrett and the Giants guff because they were like, get the ball to Engram. And then they do on what would be the game-winning play, and he drops it.
they finally used him, like, the way he should be used.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. He got loose in one-on-one coverage, and that's what I was I was laughing at. Because I tweeted out, because I've drafted, I get sucked into the Engram fantasy trap because I'm like, this dude's a beast. Like, he can, how many tight ends can really take a ball to the house? Like, he is one of them. But he stinks. He stinks. And I was laughing that the Giants, they gave him another handoff. They gave him 2 handoffs yesterday. And it's he's so talented that you're giving your tight end handoffs, but you can't get him the ball. And then here comes what would have been the game-winning play, and he drops it. So tough for Evan Engram and the Giants. Like, I think that moment is going to be a symbolic kind of goodbye. Like, you're really talented, man. This just kind of hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Get him to the Chiefs, and he'll be a stud.
Yeah, it's weird with the deadline coming if anybody wants to give anything, because I think he's about to hit free agency. I think. Feels like the right math.
Yeah.
So you can get anything for him. You can see a team being willing to give up something of value because he is so talented. And that means like
It's
a
like a
fourth-round
seventh.
pick
It's like a
instead of
seventh round pick, man.
Like,
I mean,
best case.
NFL doesn't trade stuff unless you're really, really good. So, bro of the night to Evan Engram. Tough, very deserved, highly deserved. Boston Scott with a good bro of the night. Good for you, dude. Didn't think you'd be getting a bro of the night. BBD, what we're watching tonight, Game 3 of the World Series. This will be my final ask to you guys. Watch this baseball game. Watch it with us. It's set up to be great. World Series Game 3. Winner of this in a 1-1 set. The analytics says wins the series 69% of the time. Nice. And it's the 2 best pitchers, Walker Buehler and Charlie Morton. Best pitchers this postseason. In postseason histories on their teams. Off the off day, full bullpens. Should be a great baseball game. Come watch it with us. We'll be going live on this very YouTube. We have fun. It's very, silly, kind of relaxed game in the background. That's what we're watching tonight. It's also the only sports game really on tonight, right?
Yeah, I think it is
so.
the only thing.
So, come watch that with us. Should be a lot of fun. Excited. Go the ball. Or not. Probably go the pitchers, if we're being honest. Oh, I thought about mentioning college football. There's a couple
there's some games
There's a
tonight.
couple good college football games this weekend. Like, click around on Saturday. You might see it. Like NC State, North Carolina. I think the Big Ten comes back. I think Michigan, Minnesota. So if you're a college football person, this is a big weekend for you. That's exciting.
Wisconsin's doing something.
Not as on it as I used to be. I need to see the teams. College sports move pretty fast. So I kind of need to see a couple games. Hopefully I'll tune in. Big UFC fight this weekend. You're right, Quentin. So, hey, it's a pretty good sports weekend.
Yeah.
College football, pro football, UFC, World Series baseball. Khabib back in the ring. Okay.
Now we're on to something.
It's on at 1 p.m. Central Time. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to watch that. Maybe we'll pop in a Texas bar somewhere. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Whoa.
Wrong button.
Wrong button. There it is. Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy a good sports weekend. How about that? Let's go. Let's go. Stay on top of Jomboy Media stuff all weekend. We're going to the World Series. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good content. Good sports. Let's go. Everyone have a great weekend. I love you. Bake the algorithm. Bake the algorithm. Let's go. Go check out Talking Giants if you're sick in the head.
It's a good episode. Listen to my drive-in.
It's fun.
Actually, I didn't drive. I Ubered.
Would have been cool if they won.
It's almost the most fun episode of the season.
See you guys at the pregame show. Baseball. Blitzball. DraftKings. The regimen. Ad.